Good morning, this is Dr. Bose. I'm giving you a quick overview of the last due dates in this video. So let's get right to it, shall we? Okay, so as you can see, I've got the home page of the screen of our D2L on my screen. And just to remind you, you can access everything by going under Content. And so let's talk about what is going to be coming up. Okay, so for the rest of the semester, then you've got due dates 13, 14, and 15. This refers to Module 3, the portfolio and reflection. As you can see, and here just to show you, I am going to click on Module 3. And I'm at the very top of it, if you notice. That is to say, I'm not in the due dates yet, but I'm in the overview. In this overview, you should be able to access the assignment prompt. There is the assignment prompt for the portfolio and reflection, which is 15% of your final course grade. You can read over the rationale, options to consider. The important thing is you'll want to refer to course objectives in your reflection essay. And you'll also want to refer to key terms in your reflection essay. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys read that on your own. But what I will tell you, though, the big assignment for this project is to write a reflective essay explaining what you learned during the semester and how those things are reflected in your collected writings. Okay, so what did I learn? How did I learn it? What did I learn as a result of writing in my English 101 class? You will compile relevant artifacts from the course to function as evidence in your reflective essay. So an artifact could be anything from notes that you compiled to finish an assignment, to a draft of an assignment, to a smaller task within one of the due dates that you completed. Any writing that came out of that would be considered a writing artifact. Finally, everything will be presented together in a course portfolio that includes a table of content, so it's going to be nice and organized. Now, as I just mentioned, looking at that assignment prompt, to make sure you look at those course learning outcomes and course keywords to discuss how they combine to make claims about your learning and how they are demonstrated in your writing. Okay, so that's what Project 3 is all about. Okay, so let's just kind of quickly go over all the due dates. You've done this before, but for this one, you're going to be creating another mind map of your topic. Okay, I've included some sample apps that you can use. Okay, now as you're creating your mind map, want to make sure that you think about those course keywords. The habits of mind are also spoken about from the student guide on page 202, and I think that would be very useful for you. Okay. And then you're going to upload a picture or a screenshot. Okay, you're also going to be identifying and assigning learning artifacts, so you're going to be compiling and starting to think about how those artifacts work. Okay, and there's going to be a worksheet that you download. You follow the directions on that worksheet and you should be good to go. Next, you're going to be analyzing how a model sample reflection essay looks so that you can be able to write an effective one for this class. So you're going to link out to Kung's letter, which is in Writer's Help 2.0, and there's the path for that. And you're also going to link out to Favella's My Learning in English 101. Okay. You're going to compare and contrast. You're going to do this in the discussion board, and you're going to reply to at least 2 classmates' postings. And then, after that, as I've talked about before, you're going to write a reflective reply in which you list 2 classmates you responded to and briefly reflect on how they got your thinking differently about the examples and what you will need to do for your reflective essay for project number 3. Okay. I need to see that, okay, because you cannot get a grade if I need to search around for your replies, okay? And the reflection part is also important. You're going to be doing a lot of reflecting in this project even as you complete the final reflection essay for this project and the course. Finally, for due date number 13, you're going to be drafting your portfolio reflection essay. Okay. So write a complete draft of your essay in a Google Doc, title it exactly as I've indicated here, okay, and then reread the assignment prompts to make sure that it is there. Okay, and there's a section here where you should be able to upload your draft. Now for due date number 14 next, you're going to be going back to that draft. You're going to be revising drafts. You're going to be revising paragraphs that you wrote in your reflection essay. You're going to use the commenting feature in Google Docs to analyze each paragraph in your project. Address all of the prompts in each paragraph as discussed in this section of Writer's Help 2.0. And then at the bottom of this document, you're going to reflect on the activity. And you're going to title your reflection as such. You're going to run an originality report next. I'll let you read through that on your own. And then you're going to be doing a peer review reflection. So at this point in the semester, you should be a lot better at doing peer reviews considering that you've had the entire semester to practice. Okay, but once again, I want you all to make sure that you're following the directions correctly, that you are creating quality peer reviews that your fellow writers can benefit from. So I want you to do all this reading. You want to review at least 2 students' drafts using Google Docs commenting feature. And you're going to be answering all the questions and prompts listed below. This will take some time. Okay, this should take at least 2 hours. Okay, so again, get an early start. So you're going to answer all of these. Okay. Probably one of the most important parts after answering all of these at the bottom of the draft, use the outline of A Letter to the Writer to write your comments at the bottom of the document. And this is where that letter is located in Writer's Help 2.0. Finally, in your discussion board posting, provide the names of the classmates you reviewed with links to their drafts. Briefly reflect how each review got you thinking differently about your own project. Again, you will not be able to get credit for this assignment if you do not list the people that you reviewed, including links to their drafts. You will also not get credit for the assignment if you do not briefly reflect on how the review got you thinking differently about your own project. Okay, and then for this last task of DD14, you are going to be moving artifacts and starting the D2L ePortfolio collection. So this is when your compilation process actually really starts. So it's really important that you watch these 2 videos. These are super helpful in terms of explaining how the compilation process works using ePortfolio in D2L. Finally, for due date number 15, you're going to be submitting your portfolio. And this one's relatively short, but you want to spend as much time on this as you possibly can because this will be the final project that you'll be submitting for the class. So you're going to be doing a little bit of polishing after reading these chapters. You want to revise and polish your project, focusing on these 4 categories, and be specific in your reflection as you use the commenting feature in Google Docs to address these 4 categories, specifying how your revisions met each of these. Being sure to discuss which types of revisions were made and how you thought they could improve your project. And then, of course, you're going to title your reflection thus. And finally, you're going to be submitting your final polished version of P number 3 portfolio and reflection. This is going to be where you'll use D2L's ePortfolio tool. And of course, if you did DD or due date number 14, then you'll know how to use that. Okay, so this is essential that, again, if for some reason you were not able to go back to due date 14 and do that one assignment, you at least need to go back and watch those videos. They are located in due date number 14. Otherwise, again, you will not be able to do the ePortfolio and therefore complete your major project for this class. Okay, So that is all for now. Let me know if you have any questions. I am always available through email. I can meet with you in person. We can also meet through teleconference. I also want you to be aware that around this time of year, the UA Think Tank always does an event, a writing palooza. So I want you to bring in your papers, all your writing into the UA Think Tank. Don't forget, you don't have if you can't do that in person, they also offer a virtual option. So if you go to the UA Think Tank's website and you go to where it says online or virtual tutoring, you should be able to find some options. And I can let you know all this stuff but the key is, of course, you need to reach out to me. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing all your work. As always, have a good one. Bye-bye.